There's a common question that is always floated around the internet, and that is company owners or marketers asking, what is an average conversion rate for fill in the blank industry? Well, the answer to that is it doesn't matter. So, why would I say such a crazy statement that conversion rate actually doesn't matter? So, let's talk about it. Hi, this is Justin Christensen here, the co-founder and president of Conversion Fanatics and the #1 best-selling author of Conversion Fanatic: How to Double Your Customers, Sales, and Profits with A/B Testing. Today we are going to talk about why conversion rate doesn't matter. So that is a pretty bold statement. I mean, after all, we want a certain percentage of our visitors to our websites to actually convert into leads and customers. So why wouldn't that conversion rate matter? Well, for one example is you could have two identical companies or two companies selling very similar stuff. Say maybe they're selling women's clothing, for example. One company could get by with a 1% conversion rate, while the other one needs a 4 or 5% conversion rate to really operate and be profitable. But why is that? Well, it's because of other metrics. So you're talking about things like average order value, cost per acquisition, different marketing metrics that really roll up to make the business function and make the business and the marketing actually work in your favor. So in terms of conversion rate, it doesn't really matter. So instead of conversion rate, we should really be looking at it as revenue optimization instead of rate optimization. So if your other numbers really match up, then you're going to be more profitable and your conversion rate at that point becomes relative. So when we look at a company, we're looking at it holistically. We're not just looking at, oh, this landing page has X% conversion rate. We're looking at, okay, how much does it cost you to get somebody there? And how much is that person worth to you once they take the desired action that you were looking for them to take? So once those numbers really line up, so your cost per acquisition is exceeded by your average order value in a certain period of time, then you reach what we call the tipping point, and that is when you are profitable. A good example of this is we had a company in the beauty space that was spending on average about $80 to acquire a customer. So this resulted in them not being very profitable until about month 5 of that customer, which, I mean, some businesses can sustain that, but for this company it was a low ticket product or a lower ticket product or a lower average order value. So it really made it difficult for them to really scale and grow. So what we were able to do is optimize the on-site experience and optimize that revenue and that average order value, as well as lower the cost per acquisition down from $80 to closer to $10. And instead of 5 months down the road, then they are now profitable on month 1 versus, having to wait 5 months to actually recoup some of that investment. So the conversion rate actually becomes relative at that point. Once you have the other metrics and you're optimizing for revenue, then you can go back and tweak your conversion rates to get people pushed through to each step. So I look at the optimization cycle as really optimizing each step of the process holistically to push visitors from the first step to the second step to the third step, all the way down to help maximize the revenue. So conversion rate becomes relative at that point. So when you're looking at your conversion rates, don't really pay attention to what the average conversion rate is. Pay closer attention to what it is costing you to acquire that customer or that lead, and how much that lead or that customer is worth to you at any given time, whether it be day 1, day 30, day 60, 90, 6 months, a year, even lifetime value. Once you know those metrics, then it's easier to go back and actually dial it in and get more out of it. So hope that really sheds some light on why conversion rate doesn't really matter and why you really need to focus on revenue optimization over the actual conversion rate. So this is Justin Christensen again. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.